February 18th.
So do you know that when you read your statement, if they decide to still approve that motion?
I do understand. Yes, I do. Yes, and I have the remote. So, speaking to the March
All right, now we're
25th
going to
meeting.
the March 25th minutes.
So I will read the portion, I can agree with you about the voting portion, that we would need to include my dissent there. But my main grievance is with the open forum portion. So now let's also remember these were written by Elizabeth, which I feel like is impartial. So Elizabeth Palin raised a serious concern regarding a letter recently circulated to many unit owners about a WhatsApp group created and led by board member Shawn Martin. She expressed deep alarm over a reported comment made by Shawn within the group in which he stated that he would bring a firearm to a board meeting in case someone gets stupid. Which is not the direct quote. She sub-quoted that. Elizabeth, wait,
my copy.
that's fine. You can have it. I remember exactly what it said.
Again.
So Elizabeth emphasized, wait 1 second, I will give everyone an opportunity after I finish reading. Elizabeth emphasized the gravity of such a statement, noting that even suggesting the presence of a weapon in a community meeting poses a serious threat to the safety and well-being of all attendees. She underscores that such rhetoric is not only entirely inappropriate, but also dangerous and potentially inciting fear and escalating tensions in the shared residential space. She further noted that board members Kaelani Brown and Miriam Tirado are also participants in the WhatsApp group, which was described by members that sent out the letter as fostering divisive rhetoric. Due to the emotional impact of this discussion and the broader concerns it raised among members of the board and the community, the meeting was adjourned quickly following this exchange. Now, in my official objection that I sent to the board, I listed a few items on there specifically that I wanted shown in this. If we're going to say that this incident occurred, I would like it to show in full clarity to not be objective what was said to me by Elizabeth.
This is not a transcript.
However, you are allowing this to be written in a way.
We haven't approved the minutes
And
yet.
that's why I'm bringing a motion
We
to
haven't
object
approved the minutes.
The minutes, that's
We
what
have
I'm saying.
to, the board needs to default back to Robert's rules of order. That's just the most
That's
common.
Another control tactic.
That is the most
Patty.
common form of
Yeah,
note-taking.
That's
it's a
why I
control tactic,
totally
Patty,
reject-
and
and
it's a
that was
whistleblower
my-
right here.
So let me read you
My
some,
job is
because
to
she's
expose
stating, he's stating it's taken out of context. This is March 19th, 2024 at 4:13, 57 p.m. Shawn,
More personal
I
attacks.
almost want to carry my concealed weapon in case someone gets stupid.
Did it say in the meeting? No, it did not. So you're taking things out of context again. Patty, again. Go into 2008 email to the entire community. 23 fleet emails to the entire
What
community.
does the
To
board
this.
want to do with the
There.
minutes of the 25th? I think the minutes are written as is. If there's an issue with the last
My
part
clear is
of
added to the
open
record
forum,
as is.
if there's an issue with open forum, let the board decide what they want to do. So, but the minutes are factual. What was spoken, what the board motioned, who motioned what, if a motion failed, very boom, 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 boom.
And
Well, good, it's going to be less
specifically, in
than,
my
because it all makes sense to say.
please,
Good.
in
I
my
can't
formal
wait.
objection, I highlighted there that I was, if we're going to quote one person, I want everyone to look in, which is, I was called a narcissist and a psychopath.
I didn't know that.
Yes, we have it on video. I went back to the
Again,
video to check.
again.
That's not.
That mean,
the
that
point is,
open
if you're
forum
going to
started a
quote
screaming
everyone-
match. It wasn't part of our meeting.
You brought this to the
We,
issue.
most of us had already, yeah.
Adjourn the meeting
Even
after
the
that was said.
No, I said
had
that's
it recorded.
enough.
I had
And that is not,
That is
that is not, minutes are not a
Right, exactly.
transcript. Minutes are not a
At
transcript.
9:47 p.m.
Can I make a suggestion, please? I was not here, I didn't see the confrontation, I had left because whatever. I would suggest at this point that that section of the minutes reflect that there was a confrontation among some of the board members, and that be the end of it. That just say that there was a
I think
confrontation.
once you get into quoting people and ascertaining exactly what's
The
said,
BBPR is
it gets very muddy.
Again, the
And
minutes
that's
are
where
not
we're
a
at.
transcript.
Exactly, that's
So
why.
Claire's suggestion is a good suggestion. There was a disagreement regarding the release of the WhatsApp, blah, 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 and then meeting adjourned. Because
Right.
it was pointless. Pointless. Even the cop was like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, yeah.
Y'all ever talk to the cop when y'all were doing this over here?
Yeah, I went over there and showed her
Yeah,
again.
I
I
did.
said,
I
welcome
actually
to
did go by
Omega
2 or 3
Villas.
times.
And I will reiterate once more, as I did in that moment,
And
which
for the
was, I
record,
was not in the WhatsApp group at the time.
the only person that's
And
received.
one person's speaking
And-
time,
And
you're talking over each other.
Sure.
that I do stand by my other comment, any of my comments in the WhatsApp group. But I will ask you to remember that what we provided to you were excerpts. It was not the entirety of that WhatsApp group for the last year.
But let's
And no, I'm just saying
table
this,
that.
I'm
It's
saying
got
this
nothing to do with
you as
it.
a whole. There were a lot of
Okay,
homeowners in that
it's,
group
okay.
that.
If we are taking that information out of the minutes, then this discussion is over.
But it's not,
We don't need to
because we
talk
brought
about
an
it.
official.
So under the, I make a motion under the open forum section that there was heated disagreement amongst board members related to the circulation of the Omega Villas for Change WhatsApp group. That's it.
Period. In the subject.
And just that.
In the
Well, in your opinion, since
All right, so I made a motion. Do we have a vote?
We have that as discussion before the vote.
Okay, go ahead.
Discussion before the vote.
I'm gonna make one statement before I pass my vote. To set the record straight, the reason that comment was made is the WhatsApp was because I was threatened physical violence by at least in 5 to 8
Okay,
videos by either her
Moving
or
forward.
someone in the audience.
Moving
No, I'm making a record statement for the
We're
camera.
not rehashing that scenario.
So that's on
There's a
record.
motion on the table. There's a motion on
Well,
the
she
table.
spoke up.
You wanted to open the discussion, anything else?
Well, there's legal matters at hand.
No? Well, nobody can hear because you're opening at the same
So wait, I
time.
think the
That's
motion
okay.
is to.
The motion is to accept the meetings as written with, putting in the open forum that there was a disagreement amongst board members regarding the circulation, of the content of the circulation of the WhatsApp Omega Villas for Change.
Period.
Period.
And I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm not accepting. I don't accept the matters.
All right, moving on, financial reviews. Take us to financial review.